The sum to infinity of a geometric series is 5. The second term is minus 6/5. Find the common ratio. Well, let's start by writing down what we know, which is the sum to infinity is equal to 5, which using the formula is u1 divided by 1 minus r. We also know that the second term, u2, is equal to minus 6/5, and using the formula for un, that is equal to u1 multiplied by r. By rearranging this one over here, the first one we worked out, multiplying through by 1 minus r, we get 5 times by 1 minus r is equal to u1. And now we can substitute that into the second equation. u1 we can write 5 times 1 minus r times r. Multiplying both sides by 5, we get 25 1 minus r times r. Expanding the right hand side, we get 25r minus 25r squared, and now we have a quadratic which we can rearrange to get 25r squared minus 25r minus 6 is equal to 0. This factorizes. 5r times 5r gives us 25r squared, and then our options for minus 6 are either 2 and 3 or 1 and 6. We want to get to minus 25. 5 times 6 is 30, so that seems like a good starting point. So 5 times minus 6 is minus 30, and then plus 1 times 5 would get us minus 25r's. This tells us that r is equal to negative 1/5 or 6/5. And we are so close to being finished, but if you only get to this step, you're actually missing the last mark of this question, because there is one more thing. And the final thing is to remember that a sum to infinity is only defined when the absolute value of r is less than 1. If the absolute value of r is greater than 1, then the series is going to diverge and it will not have a sum to infinity. So in this case, this particular value, the 6/5, is not an answer to the question. The only answer that exists that has a sum to infinity is r equals negative 1/5. Now, most people miss that and lose that final mark. But always be aware, when you're dealing with sums to infinity, the common ratio must have an absolute value that is less than 1.